Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Frank Quiniguez, the ambassador of reading, and today's topic is there is no time. And people say, whoa, wait a minute, what do you mean there's no time? There's plenty of time, but you know what? As I go out and give my presentations and I do my videos and I talk to people, they always claim there's no time. There is always time if there's a reason for you to invest your time into it. If there's no reason, if there's no why, then there's not going to be any time. We all have 24 hours. What you do with your 24 hours, it's up to you. Let me tell you, when I got married, I was 24 years old when I got married. And my wife and I, oh my God, I don't know what we were thinking. We got married not having anything. We prepared for the big wedding. We got the food and the musicians and the dress and everything that goes with it. And the next day, we didn't even have an apartment to move into. Oh my gosh, what were we thinking? Thank goodness. My in-laws, they invited us over for breakfast. So that the night of the party, we slept at my sister Adela's house, my sister-in-law Adela's house, and we slept there. And then the next day we went over to my in-laws, and as we're having breakfast, my father-in-law said, "Hey Frank, so where are you guys gonna stay?" And both of us, my wife and I, looked at each other, we're like, well, we're not sure. We don't really have a place. What were we thinking? And he says, well, if you want to stay here, my wife and I were like, oh, thank goodness. And I wish I could tell you the whole story as to how wonderful my in-laws were, but today's not the day. But I do want to say something about the in-laws. If your in-laws are not cool to you or with you, is maybe you want to look at the way you behave. You know, my sister-in-laws and my brother-in-laws, they were like, ooh, if he's going to stay there, we don't know if he's going to be able to keep up with my father's attitude and the way he is. But you know what? I always treated my in-laws with respect. And in return, I always got treated with respect. So if they're not treating you with respect, you may want to look at the way you're behaving with others, including your in-laws. Anyway, so the story goes like this. There's no time, right? But my wife and I loved each other so much, and we were committed to each other, that we had part-time jobs at the school. I think I was working at the school. I might have quit to go and start construction at that time, but we did our hours. Let's go with the 6 hours. We did our 6 hours. Then we came home. We ate a little bit. We got dressed, and then we went to college or the university. And it was from work to home, just get something to eat, to the university, come back home and do our homework. What do you mean there's no time? But for us, it meant that we were going to grow into our dreams. And my wife, she believed in me. The song from Kenny Rogers, and she believes in me. That's my song. And I said, you know what? Of course I'm going to make the time. People complain there's no time. Well, back then I had to do my work, and then I had to do my university, and then I had to do my homework, and I had to prepare, and I had to keep it going. And people whine and complain and justify why they're at where they're at, rather than do something about it and invest time into whatever they want to create. This thing takes so much time from people. It even tells you time invested in Facebook, time invested in Instagram, time invested in YouTube. Well, at least people like you that are watching these videos, they're investing in some good stuff, but a lot of people invest in watching stupidity, like, oh my God, nothing to gain from. And then they're complaining about time, or watching TV. There was a report back then, and I don't remember when the report was, average TV watching 3 to 7 hours, but there's no time. And those are the same people that want to complain about their life, about where they're at. They're not investing time, so of course they're not going to get anything. If you're sitting in front of the TV watching 3 to 7 hours, what can you do with those 3 to 7 hours? Also, people invest time if there's a reason. If there's a big why am I going to do that? My reason is 30 years ago. They gave him to me. His name is Frank Adam Quiniguez. They gave him to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I made a promise. And maybe you as a parent also made a promise to take care of your babies, to take care of your children. I made a promise, and I looked at Adam, and I said, I promise you, son, there will not come a time when you ask me for a taco or a burger, and sadly I have to say, I'm sorry, there's no money, I promise. And the kid didn't care, he's just a little baby. He probably looked at me could, and he probably, who knows? But I made a promise to that little guy. And it gave me the energy to invest the time that I needed to invest to be successful in what I said I would be successful in, which was teaching, get a teaching degree. And then to back that up, another one, Nicholas Seven Iñiguez. Oh my gosh, now there's two, plus my wife, plus me. And then later on in life, Paola Celeste Iñiguez. Those are my reasons to continue to do well in life. What is your reason? Because if you don't have a reason, if you don't have a why, you're not going to do it. You're going to continue to complain, and nothing happens for people that complain. Nothing except they invite others to complain with them. Yeah, life sucks, it doesn't work, nothing's going to happen. Well, you could either complain and invest your time in complaining, or invest time in making things happen. How do you like that? Excuse me. Back then, 35 years ago, Cheryl Chang, she took me to that one seminar, PSI, and she took the chance, she invested for me, and I'm always going to be grateful to her. And I love that class so much because it gave me a direction. It woke me up to investing. And I mean, investing in me, which is the number one investment anywhere out there. Number one investment is you, invest in yourself. And back then, I decided, yes, you know what? I'm either going to waste my time or invest my time. I want to invest my time in my profession that I once thought I couldn't get. Because remember, I was a high school dropout. I came out of that seminar knowing that if I invested the proper time, I was going to be able to be a teacher, and it worked. Because I decided, I had a reason, I had a why it would work. Frank Adam, which was my first reason, Nicholas Seven, Paola Celeste Iñiguez, my wife, she believed in me. And of course, I'm going to do what I have to do. What's your reason why? What's your why? What's your reason why you need to do that? People do complain a lot. They let their brain go. And in the Spanish video, I told them, write this word, consciente, which means awareness. You must be in awareness of what you are doing with your time. If you're not in awareness, it just goes. If you're not in awareness of your body, if you're not in awareness of your mind, then you're not in awareness. Whatever is around out there is going to go into your brain. Whatever's out there is going to go into your body. And how do you feel about it? If you don't like it, become aware of what goes into your body, especially what goes into your mind. Be in awareness. Last year, 2021, I promised, I went into Facebook and Instagram and here on YouTube, I promised that I would walk 500 miles. And I walked a little bit over 500 miles. I think it was 506 miles. And in awareness, I said, you know what? This year, 2022, I'm going to make a new promise. I'm going to walk 600 miles. And I said, oh, shoot, I barely made the 500 mile mark. How am I going to walk 600? Well, I have to be in awareness. Instead of walking the 3 miles that I was walking, now I'm walking 5 miles. And between the months of January and February, I was able to walk already 125 miles. And March already, I think I've already done like 35 or 40. So I'm good. I have to be in awareness. And you have to be in awareness for you. I have to be in awareness for me. Now, why walk? If I'm just going to walk, well, it's just walking. But it's not just walking. I have a video that talks about use it or lose it. I'm 57 years old. If I stop walking, my muscles are going to start decaying. My bones are going to start decaying. I'm probably going to bring on maybe, who knows, diabetes or obesity. But if I'm walking, my brain stays healthier. My body stays healthier. I'm going to be able to live a happier life, healthier life by walking. So you either invest and make time to do well and be well, or you will have to make time to go to the doctor, to go to the hospital and stay in the hospital. I choose to walk because it brings so much benefit. Depression, if you go out and walk with the sun and grab some fresh air, chances are you're not going to be depressed. You're going to get some good thoughts and be in awareness of your thoughts. It's going to help you. You're out there doing your walk and you're getting some good thoughts, fresh air. Your whole body's going to be changed. Your mind's going to be changed. So yeah, people say there's no time. There's no time. There's always time. We all have 24 hours. For me, it's important to walk. Why? Because I'm going to stay healthier. I'm going to stay sharper. I'm going to be in awareness. And then I committed to here in this YouTube channel and Facebook, even though I haven't been on Facebook for a little while. But occasionally I put me walking and I share with the people, hey, this is where I'm at. This is how many miles. So for you, no time? What's your reason? What is your why to make things happen? There are many people that complain about their situation. Oh, well, I don't make enough. Well, if you don't make enough, go get into a trade or go to the university and get a degree and change it. People say it's going to take too long. It's going to take 5 years. Well, if you're 50, 5 years from now, you're going to be 55, still doing something that you don't love or you don't like. Hey, the time will go by. Our videographer, Heriberto, I watched him. He invested time. I remember this was not his work. Now this is his work and he's loving it. Why? Because he invested time. I remember he talked to this videographer that he liked a lot, or likes a lot, and he's a very good videographer. He asked him, hey, can I help you? I remember the videographer guy told him, hey, I can't pay you. I only charge so much for my events. And he says, you don't have to pay me. I just want to help you. I'll carry your stuff. I can show me the angles, show me how to work it, and I'm fine with it. It's like, well, if that's what you want to do, let's go. Look at Heriberto now. He's the one that has filmed over 250 videos, I think, already. We have close to 80,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for valuing this channel and continuing to come back and viewing it and sharing it. We thank you. But never mind that, Heriberto. Heriberto decided to invest his time in learning. He could have just gone home from work, sit in front of the TV like most of the people do, 3 to 7 hours a day, and have a beer and then complain for the rest of his life. Well, life's, it's not cool, life this. Justify or complain. He could have done that. Instead, now he's been enjoying this for a couple of years. He continues to shoot for our channel. Now he shoots for a company. He shoots for other people, weddings, quinceañeras, and all that. Why? Because he invested the time. Go out. Stop being lazy or indifferent about your life. Get out and learn what you love to learn. Find somebody like Heriberto, attach to them and say, hey, help me, teach me, show me what you know how to do, because that's what I want to do. And if it takes a university degree, well, hey, time to make a decision. Continue to complain and whine and be depressed and upset, or make something happen. There is time only if you have a reason. In the Spanish video, I told them, write the word consciente, always in awareness. Maybe you want to write the word awareness on your wall and post it. Awareness. What are you thinking? What are you putting into your body? What are you putting into your mind? Because if you become aware of what you're putting in your mind and what you're putting in your body, things will change. Very well. So there is time only if there's a reason, if there's a why. We're going to leave it at that. Till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for. Thank you for watching our channel, and congratulations for making it here, where we give information that benefits the individual that's watching and their loved ones. I invite you to subscribe and be part of our channel, set the notifications, and watch the new videos. Thank you and welcome.